Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone, the honorable lecturers and all participants. First of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to present my thesis proposal. My name is Adinda Muti Fauziah from English Education Department of Universitas Pancasakti Tegal. Today, I would like to present my thesis proposal entitled The Effect of Using Wordwall as a Gamified Learning Tool on Students' Achievement in Simple Past Tense at Senior High School. I would like to begin with Chapter 1, Introduction. English is one of the most important international languages and plays an important role in communication, education, science, and technology. In learning English, students are expected to master 4 language skills. One of the grammar materials taught at senior high school is simple past tense. This tense is used to express actions or situations that happened in the past. However, in reality, many students still experience difficulties in understanding and applying the simple past tense correctly. Students often make mistakes in using regular and irregular verbs, creating negative and interrogative sentences, and understanding the correct context of use. Besides that, grammar learning in classrooms is often conducted using conventional methods, which tend to make students passive and less motivated. Because of that situation, educational technology and gamification have become promising alternatives to create more interactive and enjoyable learning experience. One of the platforms that support gamified learning is Wordwall. Wordwall provides various interactive activities such as quizzes, matching games, and other educational games that encourage students to participate actively in learning. Based on those reasons, I'm interested in conducting research about the effect of using Wordwall on students' achievement in learning simple past tense. Next, the research questions of the study are: first, is there any significant effect of using Wordwall on students' achievement in learning simple past tense? Second, how does Wordwall improve students' grammar achievement compared to conventional teaching methods? Based on those research questions, the objectives of this study are: first, to identify whether Wordwall significantly affects students' achievement. Second, to measure students' improvement after receiving treatment using Wordwall. Third, to compare students' achievement between Wordwall-based learning and conventional learning. Third, to compare students' achievement between Wordwall-based learning and conventional learning. The study is expected to provide benefits for students, teachers, schools, and future researchers by supporting more interactive and effective grammar learning. Moving to Chapter 2, Literature Review, several previous studies have shown positive results regarding gamification and digital learning tools. Previous researchers found that gamified learning improved grammar achievement, increased motivation, and encouraged active participation. Studies related to Wordwall also demonstrated positive impacts on learning outcomes and students' engagement. However, most previous studies focus on vocabulary learning or general grammar instruction. Therefore, this research attempts to fill the gap by specifically examining Wordwall in teaching simple past tense at senior high school level. This study is supported by 4 theoretical concepts. The first is Wordwall is an interactive learning platform. Second is gamification, which applies game elements in educational context to increase motivation. The third is simple past tense as the learning material, and the fourth is student achievement, which will be measured through test scores. The conceptual framework of this study assumes that Wordwall can increase students' motivation and engagement, encourage active participation, improve understanding of simple past tense, and finally improve students' achievement. Next, Chapter 3, Research Methodology. The study uses a quantitative approach because the data will be analyzed statistically. The type of research is quasi-experimental research. The design used is pre-test, post-test, control group design. There will be two groups involved. The experimental group will receive learning treatment using WordWall. Meanwhile, the control group will learn through conventional teaching methods. The population of the study consists of 10th grade students at senior high school in the academic year 2026-2027. The sample will be selected by purposive sampling with approximately 60 to 70 students. To collect the data, the study uses a grammar achievement test focusing on simple past tense. The indicators include regular verbs, irregular verbs, positive sentences, negative sentences, interrogative sentences, and contextual use. The procedures include preparation, pre-test, treatment, and post-test. The collected data will be analyzed using SPSS through descriptive statistic, normality test, homogeneity test, paired sample t-test, and independent sample t-test. If the significance value is less than 0.05, it means that WordWall has a significant effect on students' achievement. Lastly, the hypotheses of the study are the null hypothesis. The null hypothesis states that there is no significant effect of using WordWall. Meanwhile, the alternative hypothesis states that there is a significant effect of using WordWall on students' achievement in learning simple past tense. That is all for my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.